Okay, tonight I'm going to read, it's a short poem this is chapter 16 in the Book of Uncertain, a Hyperbiographical User's Manual, Book 2. It's called New Loves and Other Tales of Lurid Uncertain. Sexy. Okay. This one starts with an epigraph. This is a line that Lauren Bacall says to Humphrey Bogart in the front seat of their car after a kiss. I liked that. I'd like more. The big sleep. New loves and other tales of lurid uncertain. More. This also has an epigraph. Whatever we think about it is less than it already is by the time we say it because it's more. George Quasha. 1. More is not another, but akin to the bay, peach sky aflame at dusk, or Case's jaw quiver at the sight of sheep. 2. More demands explication where demonic mechanics render her gift of desire severed into constant shoveled stuff down the gullet of a world lost to bulging, whipless gut, and regulation of love into pathologies leave more withered and contained within limits approved by authorities in charge of desire management. Three. What Lauren liked, a nub of tingles in the front seat, sacred sight of regular mechanical acrobatic embrace, more tingles being the object of the subject, while the subject of the object offers more awkward angular advance into depths guarded beneath protective layers of daily presentation. 4. More insists on messages from beyond your daily bread, as if knowledge of the one who bears them persists through storms of skeptical mental diets leave mind starved, a beggar in the agora, where piles of fruit wait. Those of you who have followed this know that in the first book, a persona named Harvey shows up, and he becomes a kind of chorus and observer, critical observer of what's going on. And he shows up again here. Harvey shows up with wings on his heels, a sure sign of further. An erotopoetics for an old friend. Take kiss as an inch or yard, a Röntgen, degree or amp, and tell me what's measured in the thought of that touch. Flesh to flesh spans eons, galaxies, the marriage of two stars in a luminous red nova. Take kiss as a glade newly opened to the sun in a beech forest, where 1,000 saplings reach toward the star and survival of the fittest gives way to joy of the generosity of opening. Take kiss as your poem's blackboard, where scrawled lines trace the dance of bees returned from fields she strolled through, Cretan violets, iris, cyclamen, fateful Narcissus to make sacred honey fed the infant god, golden tears of Ra. Take kiss as a blank page, a white desert where dread breeds in the abyss between words, alive with the risk love brings to names tumble out of nowhere, smelling of clover, mown grass, form mouths to their measure, brushed by anticipation's swollen lips. There's a name in here you may not be familiar with, Lucerne. She's a Haitian sea spirit. She's associated with love and creativity, music, a mermaid. Cloven, overcome, raptured by dream scent left on the body after night's sweat. Slick, grapple, lunge, minds render entrance through the black of Lucerne's mirror word, embraced memory, muscular tales entwined, meanings not thrust of syllable against scaly syllable in love's mind's body transfigured, years gone, reddest rose unfolds, H.D. said, fanning a limbic flame in sagging flesh, surprised by touch, a hand at her elbow, when rising she stumbled and the portal opened, spilled riches beyond aged skin's parched thought, word after burning word, hot breath caught in the scent of salty skin along throat's smooth path, quiver and swell, a form of meaning. Lucerne whispers in your ear as water surge bears jewels, flowers, wine, and doves. Words in a house waver in and out of light, particular habitat of voiceless longing, shivering words, cathedral glass glare from across impossible commercial reckoning. Let's fuck our way out of this impasse. Won't work. Flesh to flesh. Even years can't fade. It's that frisson, almost blue, Henry Adams saw from his seat among angels. Binocle flash in great empty space, reading visible edge. Myth is like that, and we, surrounded by silence, wonder who they are, though the blue is certainly the blue startled H.D. She called it radium. Going nowhere, no Roland gurgling with his stupid sword. Not even Tom Cruise can console us. Ah, Eleanor, the necessary words, be they feckless Byzantium in the classical style, or her lips like cherries charming men to bite, what? Necessarily smaller, or stuck, endlessly leaping from mound to soggy mound through half-thawed verge, while protesting candles held aloft circle the tiny lake, poisoned by guardians of civic virtue. That's for Asa Benvenisti, a fabulous poet. We have no choice but to make ourselves portals, gestures in the bull game, an archaic cult within a language all its own, language of the say, barbarous criminal crossing the plain of dawn toward the secret must be kept secret, past crude rock altars to Barakintia, who is ravished as we are by the thought of touch, opening flesh brings to flesh is stiffening attention, but that's not the point. Originates out of desire for truth of love's shadow, lost in mingled flesh and love's mingled minds, a mise on a beam of ticklish frenzy in the charnel funhouse. Both directions pull soul's chain as war looms again in ashes of abuse, and singer's voice touches, and in the touch lays a plan of perfection's town. Not this one or that one, but the next town awakens to her song's touch, each word more than a word, or all that a word can be. Child's laugh, earth thud, the world's heart, fervid, lucid embrace, pain brings in the night, precise cruelty of the conjugal arcanum. Walking by the door vibrates with force proportional to internal pressure of the form vine-draped arch brings to imagination's grapple, ripples out of obscurity, roils with wild meaning, raises the question of words, nothing so mental as sign, more like gut-kicked, veiled invitation, behind vine-dangled seduction, holds eyes to hints of further depth, whiffs of mystery within shadowed folds of its entrance. Just a door is ordinary stuff, common passage through day's orders, into or out of, though often obscure, hidden intensities in thresholds, magic in between lurks around corners thought to be thoroughly domestic, which shares domus with dominion, power of household joy. Lurid uncertain's numinous rumor circulates in domains of regular, opaque, ruinous murmurs and constitutional hungers, lost connections together, hence all the sex lingo, as if rumored amor furioso could juice mind with godly possession, could kick gear up into the next dimensional outing around the corner, when in fact a circulating guise of divorced vision, ominous homonymies, royal horizons attempt to pin it down, excited to slip through meanings sutured, soundings plain old, now you see it, switcheroo, steals the ground right out from under the sentence, leaves it to fall homographically down the page with ghastly emanations of foregone beginning, bruised being a regular love outcome, roots it through wan, through uncertain origins, leave it to dangle over the etymological pit, lost in lurid display of light and darkness, dances across the face of the abyss beneath its soul. That's S-O-L-E. That's New Loves and Other Tales of Lurid Uncertain. Thank you if you listen to this.